With just 48 hours till fixtures come out, Sponichi finally mustered the courage to ask, is Terunofuji competing? We've had no reports of practice bouts since his title in July, and that hasn't changed today, as he restricted himself to pushing into Kusano at ringside. Worsening diabetes has also cost him 10 kilos. His internal organs are playing up, and he's coming out in rashes all over, Coach Isegahama said. Come on, you can tell just by looking at him that he's really up against it. Expect a September pull-out announcement sometime tomorrow. Teru's titles in January and July mean he needn't fight again this year to stave off retirement talk. And he's likely calculated that a January comeback alone would get him through to next July when his current master steps aside. Takerufuji only resumed proper practice bouts yesterday, but is already showing flashes of speed that brought him the title in March. He went several rounds with Atamifuji and Nishikifuji this morning, with his problem ankle not even taped. Atamifuji says my movement has even improved, he said as the session drew to a close. The ankle pain is still there, he confessed, but what I've gone through is nothing compared to the Yokozuna's plight, and he's still winning titles. I take my lead from him. This setback really shouldn't stop me from climbing the rankings chart. For now, I'll focus on giving my all and turning that into a second division title bid. At the very least, I want to put on sumo that's livelier than you'd expect. Coach Isegahama feels that stamina is the main concern, and fears Takeru may tire in the tournament's second week. Kirishima's bout numbers are back to their peak, if today's Tokitsukaze Group practice is something to go by. He fought a total of 26 times against 9 different opponents, the most of his clashes seemingly coming with Daieisho, Wakamoto Haru, and Endo. That performance was straight off the back of a 16-bout session yesterday, which saw him go 5-1 against in-form Hiradoumi. And today he scarce took a rest, fighting in sets of 8, 9, and 9, with just 4 bouts intermission. It was my first time to do that many in ages, he said post-session, and it was great to hear all the guys saying, "Whoa, look who's back." Coach Otowayama strongly concurred with that view, as Kirishima voiced his belief he can win 33 of his next 45 and regain Ozeki by March next year. He also gained motivation from watching another of Naoya Inoue's super bantamweight title defenses in the arena yesterday night. Over at Nishonoseki Palace did Onosato do his last full session before the tournament starts. As Shirokuma felt unwell today, Onosato's usual bout practice could not be held, but he allowed Hananomi and other youngsters to try their moves on him. That was still a great help to me, as it allows me to work on correcting stance while under pushing attack, he said. And asked why he hadn't trained anywhere else, he replied, "Because fighting my master is even more beneficial. It really brought home to me just how good you have to be to reach the very top." We had no news on the contents of Kotozakura's session today, but we do know that afterwards he was reunited with Olympic gold medal wrestler Nao Kusaka, who trained with him this February. "I'm delighted Mr. Kusaka says his sumo experience helped him grab the gold," the Ozeki said, before sitting down for chanko with him. It indeed seems his left ankle was hurt yesterday, judging by these latest comments reported by Nikkan Sports. "I could have sat out the remainder of the session, but it was best to keep going if I felt I could," Kotozakura is quoted as saying. Obviously there will be times when you have to fight through the pain, and I can't have the juniors witnessing their stable's head wrestler shirking a challenge.